wrapped up in my sleeping bag, looking out the window at Aaron's house as the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. And the trees are silhouetted black against the emerging blue sky with the fading stars up in the sky. And I think to myself how much I hate Aaron because he's got it fucking made with this fantastic house of his, this nice little piece of property tucked away out in the backwoods of South Dakota. God, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. I hope he dies of syphilis. You piece of shit.
My ear got itchy about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't want to hear any criticisms or complaints. All right. Don't knock it till you try it. But there's two types of people in the world. There's the people who have Q-tips, and that's how they get their earwax out. And then there's people who actually get their earwax out. And I use either a cap of a traditional Bic pen because it's got a little scooping edge to it, or a key. Oh my God, Aaron, you're gonna poke your eardrum. I've been doing it for 30 years. Okay. I mean, yeah, you don't jam it in there, but all the Q-tip does is just jams it in there. You just jamming it in there. It's not gonna get it out. You take it, you kind of scoop it out. Oh, and I've got some big chunks out. I've gotten some big chunks, especially like when I was like hitting puberty. I don't know if that happened to you. Like all of a sudden you get acne and just like my ears are vomiting out big old chunks of earwax. Anyway, ear got a little itchy. I grabbed the key, getting it out, and best I can figure, it was this big chunk of earwax that instead of scooping it out, I impacted it into my ear canal more. So I'm doing that and shaking my head and all that. And once before I had it where ear wax got in and it was very stubborn, wouldn't come out. And it started to hurt like when I like yawn or do, just trying to whatever. I'm like, oh, it's sore in there. So I got the ear wax melting eardrops. Don't even bother with it. Just don't bother with it. Because all it does is melt the earwax, right? You got to lie this way so it goes in there and you can hear it foaming and it just turns it into an earwax sludge that then conforms perfectly like concrete to your entire ear canal and then resolidifies. So you're not deaf, you could still tell, but you're like, it's definitely muffled. So thankfully kind of drained out a little bit. The next day, it's still gunky. All right, I'm a bachelor. I have no children. All right. And though I appreciate being frugal, this is something to spend money on. This is the highest standard of living I will afford myself. I'm going to go to the Minute Clinic and have them get my earwax. It's just, I'm done fighting it, right? Let's not have this mosquito flying around my ear the entire night. So I go in there. Guy comes in, they ask a billion questions like, how's your health? What's this? Are you safe? Like, dude, I just, you wonder why health care is so expensive. Just give me the gal with the gun, whatever it is, to get my earwax out. So I talked to the guy. He's standard nurse. He diagnosed, oh, yeah, you got earwax. Go to this room. Now I go there. They send another gal in. She looks at my ear. You know what she says? Oh, yeah, you got earwax. I'm like, this is great. I could run it. Then they send in a nurse practitioner, or maybe it was a regular nurse. I don't know. A nice gal from the Philippines. She's the one who's going to actually get the earwax out. So it's just a big syringe with a plastic nozzle, some kind of peroxide solution. And the gal knew what she was doing. So they put a container underneath your ear so the water has a place to flow. She said, just hold this. And I could feel it just dislodge. I'm like, oh my God, she got it. So she pulls it out. And guys, I ended up paying $140 for this. It is worth the $140 to see just how much freaking earwax your ears got. Preferably when you're a boy or a kid, because then it's really cool. I won't lie, it was pretty neat as a 50-year-old guy, like, oh my God, that's sick, man. I should have taken a picture of it. It's huge. It was the size of a gerbil. This is this huge thing in my ear. No wonder I couldn't hear. I'm like, look, and then she's like, well, do you want the other one done? I'm like, I don't know. Do I need? She's like, we might as well. We're here. I'm like, okay. She said it didn't have as much, but still a surprising amount. Boom, done. Go up to the place. Right now I have no health insurance because my insurance company didn't tell me, we're not covering you anymore. So that was a surprise. I pay cash, right? The insurance I get hit by a truck, or by some SUV driving soccer mom. I have SUV driving soccer mom insurance because they're the only people going to hit me. I go in, how much? $120. I'm like, little pricey, but think about it. 3 highly trained individuals. Overhead caught, right? Okay, 120. That sounds about right. Okay, deal. Some of the best money I spent. Week and a half goes by. I get a bill for $21.30. What the fuck is this? And I look up, was the clinic taken over by private equity? Is this a scam? Like, why are you sending me a $21.30 bill? So I go to the thing and the lady says, oh, I don't know, but it looks like the 120 was only a down payment. I'm like, down payment? I said, but I paid cash. What did she say? Yeah, I don't know. She says, you're going to have to call billing. I'm like, oh, great. So I'm on the phone waiting for half an hour. I go get myself a snooty Breve with heavy cream because I'm a snooty fuck. Plus the girlfriend is not here to run the Breve machine, which we save a lot of money on. Finally get the customer service or the billing department. Say, what's the 2130? She's like, that's your remaining balance. I said, I paid cash for my entire thing. What do you mean remaining balance? She says, oh, well, you paid cash. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, unless it's below a certain amount, we only have you make a down payment on the total balance, which is weird to me because I've been there before. I'm like, I just pay cash for everything. I'm like, all right. So the total bill was like $145. She's like, no, the total bill was $430. I said, $430 to clean earwax? And she says, but you got a cash discount. And this is already way complicated, right? I'm spending an hour on this bullshit. Why is healthcare so expensive? I don't know, for fucking stupid shit like this. It's all policy. By the end, if you're wondering, it's all policy. It's all policy. There's not one person says, just bill them out cash already. Just don't have them come back. Don't have us waste our time. Just send them one bill. So I guess it's a new policy because this hasn't happened before. They said, well, you got to put a down payment down. And then we got to do our math, right? To find out what the end bill is going to be. And this is the gal's explaining, because you might go to surgery. You might do this. You might do that. I'm like, I just had earwax taken out. Where's the human beings? Like, oh, yeah, earwax, $140. Boom, done. Never see you again. No. So you put a down payment down. Then I guess it goes through processing. And they say, oh, it's $430 for earwax. That's if you have insurance. But if you pay cash, 70% discount. And we took the 70% off the $430, minus my $120. The remaining balance was $21.30 plus an hour of my time dicking around with this bullshit. Because why would I want to produce new GDP and actual production in the real world? I want to sit on the fucking phone. I swear to God, if I was president, I'd be like, yep, report these inefficiencies to me. I come cracking down. I'm like, do I have to regulate you? Do we need do you want a communist state? I'll give you a communist state. I'll be in charge. I'll be more efficient than you private sector fuckers because we're doing this bullshit. So, but I'm like, all right, fine. Thank you for wasting both of our times, driving a cost for everybody else. I pay me $21.30, but I couldn't get over one, $430 for earwax removal, and two, if you're just going to pay cash, it's 70% off. And I already know the nature of insurance companies, health insurance, car insurance, it doesn't matter. Health insurance companies have to charge you more than what they're going to spend and dish out, because otherwise the health insurance company wouldn't exist. You are not paying for health care. You're paying for the comfort and ease and the peace of mind that comes with knowing that in a statistically unlikely event, you have a very large health expense, they will cover it. But everyone cumulatively has to pay in more than what the insurance company will pay out, including enough money to cover the expenses of all the employees and the buildings and all that comes with running the health insurance company. Otherwise, if there's no profit, you won't have a health insurance company. I get it. You got to charge more. But 70%, which is the majority, if you do it, that's like 2.5, 3 times more of the actual cost if we're using earwax removal, cash versus insurance. And so I understand that any kind of insurance company in any kind of industry is going to add at minimum the costs of the health insurance company's operating expense. I get that it's a third party that you have to pay, but you should be paying for peace of mind and actual insurance. But don't tell me you fuckers aren't overcharging, where earwax removal goes from $140 to $430. And I don't know. You know, I'm not for murder, but I understand Luigi. I understand. Not a Democrat. Okay. I don't want nationalized health care. Actually, we should be just paying cash. We get rid of health insurance. Same thing with tuition. Get rid of student loans. Oh my God. Are you a monster? No, it will actually make tuition affordable for everyone. If you stop flooding the market with $700 billion a year in student loans, the price of tuition is going to come collapse. I estimate if you got rid of student loans, it would come down by like, what was it, 60%? And if you got rid of scholarships, right? Because you're just flooding more money in it. If you got rid of scholarships, it would come down by about a total of 80%. Or maybe you had to get, your parents weren't allowed to help you. Like if you remove all external sources of financing for kids to go to college and you required them to pay cash, tuition would drop by about 80, 85%, because that's how it's funded. If you look at the pie chart. It's the same thing. I know you Democrats. Oh my God, Obama and his Obamacare. All that did was flood the health insurance or the health. Well, if you include the insurance industry, health insurance industry is part of the health industry as well. All it did was flood the health insurance industry, probably trillions of dollars. I have to look at the numbers. It's not nothing. Health insurance, last I checked, was 17% of the economy. So we are talking probably trillions of dollars that wouldn't have been flooded with it anyway. And you all wonder why your premiums go up. And so for you young kids, I can't emphasize this enough. Get catastrophic insurance. Okay. Like in case you get hit by a truck. But everything else, man, like you just, well, it'll cover this, we'll cover that. No, I don't want it covering anything. I just want it covering emergency visits and hospital stays and surgery. That's it. I get hit by a truck. Pay cash for everything else. Pay cash for everything else. Because when you factor in how much you're paying for health insurance and premiums and this and that, and it doesn't go to you, especially when you're younger, it doesn't go to you. It goes to broken family homes, kids with poor parents and shitty parents, immigrants who just got here like, free shit? Oh my God, the white women said to come here for the free shit. Can I have my free shit now, please? And the white women are like, oh my God, here's somebody's not my money. Would you like to have more? Here, have some. Here, let me grab his money. Here you go. Do you like me? Do you like me? Do you approve of me? Because my husband won't fuck me. That explained it pretty well. I think I explained the health insurance and immigration and the sex war all in one shot there pretty quickly. Man, I'm good. No, here's your $140 for the earwax removal. Goodbye. And yes, I'd have to go and study it some more, but I'm kind of getting of the impression that, yeah, maybe we got to ban health insurance. It's like, no, we're doing cash. Maybe there's some nonprofits or some churches or whatever, okay, well, we'll have but I'm wondering if we just banned health insurance, what would happen? What if we banned student loans? Like, no, you don't get to flood that market no more with about just shy of $1 trillion a year. No, you don't get to do that no more. I wonder what would happen to costs. But people would be without health insurance. Oh no. Well, but they could afford it. Like paying cash because it's 70% off. I should take a picture of that earwax. That thing was, it was nasty. It was nasty. Partially melted. Let's go to the super chats. Drew, $2. Audiologist at the VA was a beast with my earwax. What did they, because I just got a spray in there. Did they use a tool? Drew, it was astounding how much was built up. Yeah, it's shocking. Vlad Elkham, CPA, $2. A man who has a crush on girls with tattoos because he's a broken man. Life hack for this is to date a nurse practitioner. Right. The always available nurse practitioner that are available to date. Yes. Drew, $5. Had an ER visit that tried to charge me because they couldn't figure out how to build the VA. I had to call my senator to fix it. Absolute incompetence. Here's another thing. Like, if it was going to be some bullshit, oh, well, it was an extra fee, I'd be like, no, I'm not paying. Come get me. They just, I mean, no joke. They're just like, no, I'm not paying. Good, ruin my credit, right? Unless you needed a loan or something like that. But if you don't need a loan, you're not going to borrow money, you already got a credit card, but like, yeah, no, I'm not paying you. I just to punch back at these, but like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not paying you. Well, we're going to report. We're going to put you into collections. Good, put me into collections. I will cost you way more than the $21 you cost me. Wet Willie's Wetter Water, $5. It's like this with auto parts too. We charge auto body shops triple because they do a lot of insurance work. God knows what the shop was fudging. We charge auto shops triple. Are you insurance, Wet Willie? Yeah, insurance alone, I'd have to do numbers. If an insurance company insures an industry, let's say auto repair, it shouldn't drive up insurance premiums more than 10%, right? Because all you're doing is taking money, investing the money, and distributing the money. Yeah, you got insurance claims adjusters and things like that. But at the end of the day, you should not triple the costs. And so then I believe there is price gouging and all that happening within all these different insurance industries. Yeah, you're charging auto body shops triple because we got to make number go up. I'm not a socialist, but if you look at countries, like I'm against national single payer healthcare. But if you look at what we spend percent GDP, what we got now, this hybrid monster Obama moron system versus like say Switzerland, where it's national, it's like it's cheaper as a percent of GDP. And yes, I know weight lines and all that, but just saying that's cheaper, costs less. But everybody knows it's all worth it. If it saves just one life, you know how they say, if it saves just one life, it's worth it. That's not what it is. If it makes one liberal white woman happy, then it's worth it. Good. Let's just destroy the world's greatest nation. It made a liberal white woman happy. Oh, well, very good. Drew, $2. ER bill was $20,000 for 3 bags of 4 antibiotics. Yeah, I'm at that point. I'm like, no, I'm not paying you. I'm not paying you. We're going to go to the court. The judge, like, Your Honor, here's what it is. They're not listening to me, and then the court gets, oh, okay, yeah. Squawk, $5. The easiest way to bring down healthcare costs is for doctors to stop getting in the way of natural selection. I'm going to find my hut in Croatia. I don't even know what the healthcare system is like in Croatia. Stop throwing money at the problem and it'll get cheaper. Okay. That's just me. Well, heck, we're going to do that with 50-year mortgages. Australia has their Karen involved where they're going to, like, the government will invest 30% on your behalf of buying a home. You're not increasing the amount of homes. You're just driving up costs. You're just flooding the market with more money. Well, listen to me. Listen to Paul Krugman. He probably is like, oh my God. Oh, Australia buy scheme. Oh my God. Yeah. Was it as good for you as it was for me? That was hot. There won't be any inflation. Oh, all right. That's it. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.